They'll run it here with Wilkins. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Mayfield off the play fake. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Play fake. Mayfield. And it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
So here are the Eagles to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
Ready? 8, read.
Off the bootleg. Herbert, he's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 37. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play calling, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Herbert. Wide open receiver complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line. Throwing on 1st down. Herbert. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again. Herbert completes it to Fant on the right side. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That was shades of Tennessee volunteer football back in the 80s with Charles Davis coming up from the secondary to make the tackle for a loss.
You mean my teammates doing that, right? Because they would tell you, my coach would say, where's that tape? I want to see that. But how about the complete package there? Not just playing the pass, but being a willing tackler and making a...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. Bottom line, he's got to figure things out. He's completed 3 passes, but 2 of them have been to the wrong team so far.
And when we talk about the best quarterbacks, we're usually talking about touchdown to interception ratio, aren't we? And 2 to 1 is acceptable, but the top line guys, 3 to 1 or better is what they're looking for. Now we're talking about interceptions versus completions. That's not a ratio should ever be in any discussion.
That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
It's no secret that this is a team that's built on passing, but as you always tell me, you have to throw the run in there every now and then to keep that pass sharp.
Yeah, you have to, because otherwise, if they never have to worry about running the football, it is just a controlled sprint to your quarterback, and eventually, you're calling on your backup quarterback.
But they got to do better than that last go-around. They went in the wrong direction.
Now this throw caught left side, and they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. On 2nd down now, it's Henry. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On 3rd down, it's Wilkins, and he gets it down to the 48, enough for the 1st.
Let's go!
A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check 3, check 3.
They run with Wilkins. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
58, right over there. Mike, 58, right there.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. Picked off right around the 43. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. 2 seconds to go, first quarter.
Tight end right. Tight end right.
On first down, Herbert. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Off play action. Herbert. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. He struggled. His team has struggled. You talked to me a lot about looking to your leaders. Maybe it's time for him to put his mark on this game.
Agreed. And how that has to happen is somehow he's got to flush out everything that's happened so far and almost start over and get back to that confident level and know that he can play the game, because so far this has been a real struggle.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got the interceptions, trying to turn it around.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The Niners on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Mayfield. He gets it to Brown, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a carry for the fullback. That's Anthony Sherman. And he's taken down inside the 30. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Sherman, the fullback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Mayfield. They set up the screen for Henry. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first it's good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. The Niners on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Mayfield looks to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So put 3 on the board, but from that far into enemy territory, probably hoping for more.
Yeah, I think they're going to get together on the sideline, talk about it, right? Because you get that far, that deep, you want to come away with a touchdown. They'll take the 3, but they're going to file it away for the future.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, like I said, he's looked pretty good to this point. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Herbert. He's got his man on the crossing route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. Complete. It's Henry. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Mayfield on 1st down. Finds his tight end Ingram. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on the line over there. Single receiver. First down.
20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A.J. Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. Say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 2nd and 4. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. On first down, Pollard. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Run coverage excellent there from the defensive end position.
How many times do we sit with coaches and they talk about a base defensive end, a guy who can anchor and play with leverage? We just saw a great example of it. And how about the bonus, tackling the runner for a loss?
On the draw, it's Pollard. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Off the play fake. Herbert.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep, Jakeem Graham. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Heading back out, Baker Mayfield, as we call up our player spotlight. On one hand, as we look at some of his struggles with the 3 interceptions, he's got to be upset. On the other hand, they're still winning this game.
So how does he take care of the ball the rest of the game? That's what his teammates are interested in because they pick things up for him throughout. You got to look over the defensive side, the kicking game. Those guys have made it work for him. Now his goal, not mess up anything else down the stretch.
Yeah, forget about those 3 picks. Move on. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
It's just me and you.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Draw play. This is Henry. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Niners on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field.
And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, what do you think? Maybe got away with one? I mean, he's thrown 2 picks already. That looked pretty dangerous.
And it had a little hang time on it. So what he needs to do right now, hug it out a little bit with his guy. Because he went up and made a play on the football and kept him from potentially throwing that 3rd interception. There was some trust in there. There was also some hope.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Everyone got 4 down.
Operating from the gun. Herbert got his man complete over the middle. That's Lamb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. All that, and it only nets him a yard. It's 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw on 2nd down. Herbert over the middle, complete. It's Lamb. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 6. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Mario Addison. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Go. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Back to throw. Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Mayfield now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got it 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Now Mayfield. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. But now it's 3rd and goal. Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal.
Said it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Badgley's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll start in the NFC East, a classic matchup here. Dallas visiting the Meadowlands, and it's the Giants who are out in front. The Giants trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, we're off to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they trail the visiting Chicago Bears. DK Metcalf, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's check in at our nation's capital. See what's happening with the Redskins at home at FedEx Field. And at this point, they trail the visiting Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens looking like a contender here to start the year. A victory would get them to 4-1. In the game you're watching has been Baker Mayfield with a strong first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert, he's got his big tight end, Fant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They'll run on first down. Pollard, and he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert, and he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
And following that punt, which turned out as well as it possibly could have, this offense has 99 yards to go to the other end zone.
And the defense is frothing at the mouth with a chance to get points themselves. If they tackle a runner in the end zone, safety. And if there's a holding call in the end zone, that's also a safety as well. So either way you decide to go on offense, you've got to be careful.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Again, it's Henry. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So that one will be accepted.
Here we go. Set. 30 base. 55. Check. 55. Mike. I'm coming for you.
Here's Dillon. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Tackle made there by Nick Perry.
Single. Watch 20. Check 20. You get blocked. You get blocked. You get blocked.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. On first down, Pollard. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Off play action. Herbert. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third.
I got 11. Single, slot. Ready? Over there, you're on the 9.
Deep grip.
From the gun, Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they got the victory last week against the Rams, so some good momentum as they come up 1st and 10. First down, Mayfield. And caught by Henry. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. This is Henry. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
The Eagles offense back out onto the field. They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Pollard, absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this from 39. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good, and that'll bring him back within a point. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They keep it with Henry on first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Mayfield down. A short throw to Ingram. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Play fake. Mayfield. Catch made by Slayton. 15 for the Niners there, and a first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. They'll run with Henry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mayfield. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Wilkins, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Three red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Mayfield to throw it. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A.J. Brown with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again.
Logo. Check pass. Check people.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So there's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. From the gun, Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. This is the tight end Fant. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mayfield. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw, Mayfield. He completes it to Henry. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Mayfield on play action. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Henry, and an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
On first down, Wilkins. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Henry running right. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Mayfield looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Milano drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This to make it a 3-score game late. Badgley able to knock this one through, and that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd and 9 now. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Eagles, first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Herbert got his man complete.